Hello, we're starting part 2 today. So part 2, what is a coterminal angle? I'm sure you can figure out from the word co, like co-captain, coexist. Terminal means ending. So coterminal angle is the one that have the ends in the same angle, ends in the same way. So this is kind of like, let's write definition first. It's the angles that share the same initial and terminal. Oh no, my red ink is outside. So it's the angles that share the same initial and terminal side. So just kind of take a look at, just think about it in terms of like, what we're used to, like degrees. Let's say an angle is two rays that open up, right? So let's say this is like starting initial side. So I have a ray that goes this way forever. Now, an angle is when they, oh no, when they open up, right? Like, oh wait, do we do it this way? Yeah. Angle is when they open up initial side and then we have another side. That's called terminal side. So this line right there, it's called terminal. It's the ending side. Okay, initial side and the terminal side. Let's say this is, I don't know, let's say this is like 50 degrees, right? Now, what if an angle goes around the whole circle and comes back to this? What would be the new one then? If this was 50, but these two lines could really just open up, go around the whole. Wait, am I doing it this way, right? So open up, no, open up this way, yes. So this is 50 degrees, but this initial side could go around, or terminal side could go around the whole circle and come back, right? Now, in like what we're used to is this degrees. If you go around the whole circle, is 360. So this could be 410. Does that make sense? This is 50, but if you go around the whole circle, that'll be 360 more. So that's how I got 410. If you go around another whole circle around, that'd be another 360. So that could be 770. Right? I could keep adding 360 to this, and it always ends in the same side. So that's what coterminal angle is. Just like 360 and 720 and 1080, they're all the same. Now, the tricky thing is, I think it's tricky because we're going to do this in terms of radians. So I did write the steps here instead of writing while I'm filming because, sometimes then I make mistakes. So you can pause the video right now and write the steps. Let me go over here, pause and write the steps. That one. Pause and write the steps. Pause and write the steps. So first, the 360, the whole full circle, is same thing as 2 pi. 360 is 2 pi in radian. 180 is 1 pi in radian. Keep writing, or pause. Okay. Number 1, convert to radians if necessary. If they give us degrees, we're really trying to learn everything in terms of radian. So we want all the answers in terms of radian. So I know even when I was doing this, I gave a degree as an example, but we want things in radian. So please convert to radians if necessary, if they give us degrees. Number 2, now we're gonna just do the whole going around the whole circle. Now, I know it says add or subtract to pi, which is whole circle, but this is what we mean by it. If we're starting with something that is too big, like let's say we start with 410, then you want to subtract 360 to get to the coterminal angle. If you start with something too small or even negative, then you have to add whole circle, which is 360, to get to the new radian. And then remember, we're not doing decimals. We want everything in terms of fraction if you get a fraction for radian. And don't forget the pi. Pause and do it. If you're done with steps, let's read the directions first, and then I'll do page 3 just so I can refer back to the directions. So the direction goes, find the coterminal angle between 0 to 2 pi. And of course, 2 pi is 360 degrees. So, and all answers must be in radians. So what we're giving you in all this is not anything between 0 to 360. Yeah, like, I mean, just like going back to this, we're giving you something like 410 or 770. So then your job is to actually find the one that is coterminal, that has exact same, initial side and terminal side as these really big or really small angles. So let's talk about number 1, A. 13 pi over 6. Okay, 13 pi over 6. This is already a radian. So step 1, you can skip it, right? Convert to radian if necessary. It's already a radian. Number 2, add or subtract 2 pi until you get a number between 0 to 2 pi. Now, 13 pi over 6, is that a big angle or a small angle? Yeah, it's big. It's big. 2 pi, well, okay, 2 pi would be same thing as 12 over 6 pi, right? 12 over 6 is 2, but this is 13. It's too big. So if it's big, we want to subtract 2 pi, just like that. Now, without the calculator, this is how I would do it. I would do 13 pi over 6, subtract 2 pi. I'm going to write that as 12 pi over 6 because that's equal to 2. And then I would do it that way. 13 pi minus 12 pi is 1 pi because we get the common denominator and we just subtract the numerators and then keep the denominator, right? Done. Or if you use a calculator, let's cover there. If you're using the calculator, it'd be like this. 13 over 6. Now, we don't have to write the pi, but don't forget to keep the pi at the end. 13 over 6 minus 2 like that. Press enter. And then math, frac, there. 1 over 6. Do you see? So I would prefer you guys to do it without the calculator, but you can use a calculator. 13 over 6 minus 2. Now, once you're done, you have to add pi next to it. Just like when we're doing area and perimeter and volume, like we have to keep the pi's. And now, is this between 0 and 2 pi? Yes, it is. So done. Is that good? All right, let's try 495 degrees. So now they give us degrees. We don't deal with degrees because we want all answers in radians. So first thing you do is convert to radians. Degree, I want to get rid of degree, so I'm putting degree at the bottom. We know that 180 degrees is a pi. Now put that in the calculator. It's 495 pi over 180, same as 495 over 180. Press enter. Math, frac, there, 11 over 4. So it is 11 pi over 4. Now, is it a big, as in over 360 or less than 360? Yeah, it is over 360 because 2 pi is having 2. If you have a denominator 4, you want 8. 8 over 4 is 2, right? So it is over 360. So now what we have to do is subtract. So it would be 11 pi over 4 minus 2 pi. We can put that in the calculator or do it without the calculator. So 11 over 4 minus 8 over 4, because that's 2. Common denominator, and subtract the numerators. So I got 3 pi over 4. Let me show you how to do this in the calculator. There. You do 11 over 4, subtract 2, press enter, and then math frac, 3 over 4, that's what I got, 3 over 4, don't forget the pi. Don't forget the pi. Hey, Hey, that sounds familiar. Don't forget the pi. I feel like I have said it before, right? And is this between 0 and 2 pi? Yes, it is. So we're done. Now, take a look at this next one. Negative 2 pi over 3. It's already radian because you have a pi, so you don't have to convert. But is this big or small? Is this over 360 or not even? Not even 0. Negative is in the below 0 degrees, right? So yeah, it is too small. So if it's too small, we need to add. So if it's a negative number, you have to add it. So we're going to add 2 pi. So just like the other questions, if you like to do it without the calculator, you need to find the common denominator. So it's negative 2 pi, so that would be 6 pi. And then just add the numerators. Done. Right? Now, if you're using the calculator, can you see the calculator? You can do negative 2 over 3 plus 2. Oh, it's too dark. Negative 3 over 2 over 3 plus 2. Press enter. And then math, frac, there. Whoop, 4 over 3. That's exactly what I got. 4 over 3 pi. Done. One more. Negative 750 degrees. That is a really small number, right? So we're going to add, but is this radian? No, we got to convert to radians first. So I'm going to convert. Degree, we want to get rid of degree, so I'm going to put degree at the bottom. 180 degrees is a pi. So it's negative 750 pi. Oh no, why am I still using this red pen? I'm sorry. Negative 750 pi over 180. That is change to fraction. It's negative 25 over 6 pi. So that is what it is when you convert to radians. Now, this was negative. This was too small. So now we have to add them. You need to add 2 pi to it. So let's add 2 pi to this. So I'm going to just add 2, right? Or negative 25 over 6 plus 2, and then convert to fraction. I got negative 13 over 6 pi. Wow. Well, that is still negative. Do you see? When it's still negative, you're still not between 0 to 2 pi. Like, you remember, we have to find something from 0 to 2 pi. So if that's still too small, you have to add another circle. Just another whole circle around. So now, I'm going to add another 2 to it. Negative, I got negative, oh, I'm sorry, you cannot see. So I started with negative 25 over 6. I added 2, and I added 2, still negative. You see? I'm going to add another 2. So now we're at 11 over 6 pi. So sometimes we are giving you something that is very, like, that went around a lot, in a loop a lot. So let's say this is a degree. This is initial. This negative 750 would be like, oh, going the reverse direction. Once, twice, and 3 times. And 3 times, and somewhere here. So that's why you might want to add 2 pi over and over and over until it becomes the number that's between 0 to 2 pi. So there you have it. Please come to class, ask me any questions. Bye-bye.